That's on the freeway going up the Cajon Pass. I don't know what's going on here.
Road rage is nothing new. In fact, it's been causing chaos on the streets since the car was invented. But what happens when tempers flare and the universe decides to balance the scales right then and there? Today, we're counting down unforgettable moments where road rage met instant karma, all caught on camera. From unexpected comebacks to moments that left drivers wishing they'd kept their cool, these clips are not just jaw-dropping. They're a wild ride through the consequences of losing your temper. So buckle up, because these stories are as unpredictable as they are satisfying. Ronnie Gonzalez was just another motorcyclist racing to work, but his morning took a wild turn. After a heated exchange, he found himself in a high-speed duel with a guy in a red car, all recorded on his helmet cam. As they weaved through traffic, a Pepsi truck and another motorcyclist appeared ahead, escalating the tension. The chase didn't stop. The red car was back, swerving dangerously, not even glancing at oncoming traffic. In a twist of fate, both Ronnie and the driver ended up arrested for reckless driving. Ronnie admitted, "It was a stupid move, to be honest." A classic case of road rage where no one wins, caught on camera for all to see. In Oklahoma, Nick Carey and Derek Meeks witnessed a road rage incident after lunch. Their truck's dash cams caught an aggressive driver honking furiously at an older man in a gray SUV. After the meal, the confrontation escalated when the honker followed this SUV.
So I pulled my pistol from my hip and was holding it in my right hand. Dude.
Nick and Derek intervened, blocking the aggressive driver to allow the older man to escape. The situation nearly escalated further when both parties appeared armed, but police arrived in time to defuse it. The hot-headed driver was fined for reckless driving, and Nick reflected on the importance of staying calm, reminding everyone that reacting in anger can escalate to dangerous levels. A heart-stopping incident on a California freeway was caught on video by a shocked motorist. As vehicles sped up the go-home pass, something unbelievable happened. A semi was dragging a red car, completely wedged under its trailer. The scene was as dangerous as it was surreal, with the trapped car's driver in peril. Realizing the gravity of the situation, the person filming, along with several other drivers, quickly teamed up to take action. They worked together to catch the semi-driver's attention, signaling frantically for him to stop. Their quick thinking and collective effort brought the truck to a halt, potentially saving the life.
On your truck! You need to get out of your truck right now!
This intense moment is a stark reminder of how quickly a routine drive can turn into a life-threatening situation, and the crucial role of vigilance on the road. In a crowded California parking lot, a tense showdown unfolds over a coveted parking spot. A woman is seen standing in the space, saving it for her boyfriend. A move that's not only frowned upon, but also against local regulations. As cars line up, waiting for the spot, frustration mounts among the drivers and onlookers who insist she moves. Despite the pressure and escalating impatience from a driver who's been particularly inconvenienced, the woman stubbornly holds her ground. The situation intensifies as another pedestrian steps in to help direct traffic, and threats are exchanged among the increasingly agitated crowd. After a prolonged standoff, the woman finally gives up the spot, perhaps learning a valuable lesson about public parking etiquette. If you're not in a car, the spot isn't yours. In Seattle's Pike Place Market, Adam Bachtelier's dash cam caught a harrowing road rage encounter. As Adam navigated the congested area, a sedan driver aggressively targeted him, escalating the situation by rear-ending his car and smashing the rear window with a hammer. Reacting instinctively, Adam grabbed the hammer and struck back at the sedan's windshield. The situation took a dangerous turn when the enraged driver accelerated, hitting Adam and a market worker, causing severe injuries. Quick-acting bystanders helped the injured and detained the aggressive driver until police arrived, leading to arrests for both men involved. This intense incident highlights the dangers of road rage in busy urban settings. During road work that reduced a two-way road to a single lane, a motorist captured a tense standoff between an impatient driver and two road workers. Frustrated by the delay, the driver had earlier bypassed a line of cars and attempted to push through without clearance. Locked by a flagger as a corrective measure, he was forced to watch as the cars he'd overtaken were allowed to pass. Refusing to wait, the driver inched forward, dangerously nudging the flagger with his vehicle. This reckless move led to a police chase, ending with the driver's arrest for reckless conduct with a dangerous weapon. This incident serves as a stark reminder: leaving extra time for travel can prevent dangerous escalations. In a bar parking lot, a confrontation escalates between two women over a theft accusation. One woman accuses the other of stealing her money while they were inside the bar. Despite vehement denials from the driver, claiming she would never steal, the accuser remains skeptical.
You right there! Give me! Oh, so my money's just gone?
Initially choosing to de-escalate, the accused driver starts to pull away, only to reconsider and return, hinting at unresolved tension. Although it's unclear if any legal actions were taken, the situation serves as a potent reminder of the consequences that can arise from hastily accusing others. This encounter underscores the importance of handling disputes calmly, especially when accusations are based on uncertain grounds. In London, a security camera records two men on a moped scoping out a motorcycle parked between two trucks. Returning 20 minutes later armed with bolt cutters, they struggle to break the bike's lock. Just as they're cutting through, a passing motorist spots them. The situation escalates when one of the thieves brandishes what looks like a hammer, striking the motorist's side mirror. The alarmed driver speeds off but soon returns, reversing his car towards the thieves. Startled, one thief flees while the other is knocked off his moped. They abandon their ride and escape on foot, learning a harsh lesson about the consequences of attempting theft. Their failed heist serves as a reminder that the cost of stealing can often exceed the value of what's stolen. In Virginia Beach, a tense moment unfolds when a motorcyclist narrowly squeezes between a stopped car and a pedestrian who appears to be approaching the vehicle. This risky maneuver sets the stage for a heated encounter. After weaving through traffic for a few blocks, the motorcyclist gets caught in congestion, allowing the pedestrian, now joined by her husband, to confront him. The couple vehemently scolds the biker, accusing him of nearly causing an accident. The motorcyclist tries to defuse the situation with a final plea, seeking to avoid physical conflict. The incident concludes without violence, but with a strong reminder of the dangers and responsibilities shared by all road users in maintaining safety. On a Texas highway off-ramp, a dash cam captures a heart-stopping series of events. A truck towing a trailer collides with a car that had just been involved in a prior accident. The impact is so severe it ejects the driver, who miraculously avoids further injury by narrowly escaping being run over. In the aftermath, the shaken driver frantically searches his vehicle, revealing a horrifying detail: a young child, also thrown from the car during the collision. Amid the chaos, the truck driver confronts the car driver, criticizing him for not having lights on, which might have contributed to the accident. Despite the heated exchange, the truck driver leaves the scene before police can arrive. Miraculously, everyone involved escapes serious injury, turning what could have been a tragic event into a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the importance of road safety. Ever witnessed a road rage showdown that ends with a crash? A Honda Accord driver, impatient to merge into the highway's left lane, found themselves blocked by a Ford Raptor. Frustration set in, and the Accord driver decided to make a bold move, nearly hitting another car. But karma was quick on the scene. In a twist of fate, the Honda lost control, skidding off the road and crashing into a cliffside. Talk about a dramatic end. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but the Accord wasn't so lucky. The driver walked away unscathed, but with a valuable lesson: on the road, aggression can lead you straight into a wall, literally. A frightening road rage incident unfolded on the Staten Island Expressway, leaving a family shaken. During Friday evening rush hour, a father was driving to New Jersey to celebrate Father's Day with his sons when the unthinkable happened. As he drove in the slow lane, two cars attempted to overtake him on the shoulder. The second car, trying to avoid an orange construction cone, sideswiped his vehicle. When both drivers pulled over to assess the damage, things quickly escalated. The man who caused the accident blamed the father and, in a fit of rage, grabbed a bat and shattered the truck's windshield. The terrifying scene was captured on a cell phone, with the father's young children crying in the back seat. Though the victim didn't want to be identified, his ordeal is a stark reminder of how quickly a calm drive can turn into a nightmare. In a shocking scene from Toronto, a quiet Sunday morning took a violent turn. The video starts with a gray Infiniti making a sudden U-turn at an intersection. The car comes to a halt, and two men step out, one of them brandishing a knife. Chaos ensues as the armed man aggressively slashes at the person recording the incident, while onlookers shout in alarm. Despite the chaos, the man eventually backs off when he's repeatedly warned that the police have been called. Authorities later confirmed they are investigating the incident and have arrested 21-year-old Rishabh Barua. He's facing multiple charges, including dangerous operation of a vehicle, assault with a weapon, and possession of a weapon for a dangerous purpose. This incident is a clear example of how road rage can spiral completely out of control, leading to serious legal consequences. In a frightening road rage incident captured on video, a minor accident quickly turned into a dangerous confrontation. Alicia Jefferson was on the phone with her mom when she heard a crash nearby. Suddenly, two cars pulled up beside her. A man jumped out, shouting, "Get out the car." As Alicia watched, things took a terrifying turn. She spotted a gun being passed between a woman and a man, who then used it to bang on a car window, trying to break it. The gun was handled carelessly, almost flying out of their hands. Fearing for her safety, Alicia made a bold decision to arm herself. Her warning seemed to snap the man out of his rage, and he quickly retreated. Shortly after, both the attackers were identified and arrested. Alicia's brave actions and quick thinking might have saved a young woman from serious harm. She later comforted the shaken driver, reassuring her that accidents don't justify such violent behavior. The case is still ongoing, but Alicia believes those windows, which remained intact, were nothing short of a miracle. In Huntington Beach, California, road rage took a dramatic turn as a gray sedan swerved sharply to the left after being cut off by an aggressive driver. The driver in question, still fuming from an earlier incident, didn't let it go. When traffic halted at a red light, he stormed out of his car, his anger boiling over. But things quickly escalated when he started banging on the sedan's window. Just as the situation seemed to reach a boiling point, two other motorists, witnessing his outrageous behavior, intervened. They swiftly confronted the raging driver, putting an end to his violent outburst. This incident proves that on the road, tempers can ignite quickly, but sometimes justice comes from unexpected places. A long-running traffic dispute in Southland erupted into chaos on a quiet street, turning into a full-blown brawl that was caught on multiple cameras. What started as a heated argument quickly escalated into a physical fight in the middle of the day. One driver, in a fit of rage, nearly ran over the other as the conflict spiraled out of control. The scene turned surreal when a dash cam captured the silver vehicle speeding towards a man, barely missing him as he sprinted out of its path. All this unfolded to the unexpected soundtrack of an 80s band, Depeche Mode, playing in the background. Fortunately, no one was hit, but it was a stark reminder of how quickly road rage can turn violent and unpredictable.
Oh my God!
Road rage isn't just for highways anymore. It's even spilling into parking lots. Outside a Texas Target store, a man and a woman erupted into a heated argument over a parking spot. Tensions quickly escalated when the woman, frustrated and angry, decided to put her car in reverse. In a shocking display, she rammed into the man's car. As he got out to confront her, she continued reversing, hitting him and his car multiple times before speeding away. Despite the dramatic scene, both parties later agreed to exchange insurance details without pressing any criminal charges. This incident shows that tempers can flare anywhere, even in a simple parking lot. But it's always best to keep calm and resolve conflicts peacefully.
You cut me off and almost hit me.
In Brick Township, Cian O'Connor found himself in hot water after a traffic altercation went viral on social media. The video captured O'Connor unleashing a furious tirade at a woman after a minor traffic incident. His rage was loud, aggressive, and aimed directly at the other driver, who remained calm throughout the encounter. The internet was quick to react, and the clip spread like wildfire, prompting authorities to step in. O'Connor was charged with harassment for his reckless behavior. This incident serves as a reminder that losing your cool on the road can have serious consequences, both in real life and online. Rage may feel good in the moment, but it's never worth the legal trouble or the viral infamy. In Indianapolis, an SUV driver chose to ignore a red light at a busy intersection, just as a pedestrian was crossing the street. As the SUV sped through the red light, a car coming from the left smashed into it with full force. The collision sent the SUV spinning uncontrollably, missing the pedestrian by mere inches. The chaos continued as the SUV hurtled across the intersection and ended up on top of another vehicle waiting to cross. In total, 6 cars were caught in this chain reaction. Despite the dramatic scene, no one was seriously injured. This incident serves as a stark reminder. Red lights are not suggestions. They are there to prevent exactly this kind of havoc on the road. In Arizona, a man named Francisco Garcia experienced a terrifying road rage encounter that could have ended much worse. After accidentally cutting off a Dodge Durango while driving home from the movies, Francisco noticed the driver swerving dangerously in and out of his lane. Trying to avoid a collision, he sped up to get ahead. But the Dodge wasn't done. The driver caught up and, in a shocking turn of events, got out of his car, approached Francisco's window, and pointed a gun right at him. Francisco, admitting he was wrong for cutting off the driver, quickly called the police. But things escalated further when he got out to note the car's license plate. The other driver attacked him, trying to grab his phone. Fortunately, Francisco made it out unharmed, and the police are now working to identify the suspect. It's a chilling reminder that a moment of impatience can spiral into a life-threatening situation. A terrifying scene erupted in a California parking lot when a woman was allegedly yanked from her car by a thief trying to snatch her purse. The alleged thief then jumped into the woman's vehicle, attempting a quick getaway. Onlookers rushed to stop the chaos, but the situation quickly spiraled out of control. As the thief struggled to escape, the car became inoperable, making the thief's erratic maneuvers even more dangerous. In a desperate bid for freedom, the thief bolted from the car, but was quickly apprehended.
Out of the car!
Authorities arrived moments later, arresting the alleged carjacker, who now faces multiple charges, including carjacking, vandalism, and assault with a deadly weapon. The 75-year-old victim, shaken but alive, was treated for minor injuries, while her vehicle and several others in the lot suffered significant damage. Keeping your doors locked while driving is usually a smart safety move, until it becomes a problem. On a bustling highway in Atlanta, chaos unfolded when a man appeared to be asleep at the wheel, his car drifting dangerously. Several Good Samaritans pulled over, yelling, "You gotta pull over, bro." But the driver wasn't responding, and his doors were locked tight. Desperation kicked in as they grabbed anything they could find to break the car's windows. Surprisingly, the truck's laminated side windows resisted their blows.
Oh my God, y'all. Turn off the car. Okay.
Finally, they targeted the rear window, made of tempered glass, and managed to break through. Once inside, they turned off the car, finding the driver disoriented. It turned out he had suffered a seizure while driving. Thankfully, the quick actions of these strangers likely saved his life. A high-speed chase in Baltimore turned into a nightmare scenario when police pursued a reported stolen vehicle. A traffic camera caught the dramatic moment as the fleeing suspect sped through a neighborhood, ignoring a red light. The suspect's car slammed into another vehicle, a pedestrian, and a building, causing the facade to collapse. The impact completely buried both cars and an innocent bystander under a mountain of debris. Police rushed to the scene, finding those inside the cars not as threats, but in desperate need of rescue. Brick by brick, officers worked tirelessly to free the victims. All 5 occupants were pulled from the wreckage and treated at a nearby hospital. Tragically, the pedestrian struck did not survive. The driver now faces serious charges, including vehicular manslaughter, theft, and driving without a license, with the case still ongoing. In Peculiar, Missouri, a cyclist's helmet cam captures a startling incident as he approaches an intersection on Highway J. The road he's turning onto is narrow, with barely any room for a bicycle, so he wisely waits for a gap in traffic. Despite his caution, disaster strikes. A police officer, distracted by his phone, slams right into him. The cyclist is stunned, asking, "Were you looking at your phone, officer?"
Get at your phone, officer. I got a text from another officer. Give me a second.
The officer quickly calls in the Missouri State Police to handle the report to avoid any conflict of interest. Although the cyclist suffers only minor injuries, his bike is heavily damaged. The officer is suspended with pay pending an investigation. This incident is a sharp reminder of how distractions, even for a split second, can lead to serious consequences on the road. In Austin, Texas, a wild road rage incident unfolds as a dashcam captures a black sedan swerving dangerously into another driver's lane. Not once, but twice. Trying to escape the chaos, the driver with the dashcam speeds onto a toll road, reaching nearly 100 miles per hour. But the black car isn't done yet. It catches up and the situation escalates when the erratic driver brandishes an axe. The madness doesn't end there. The axe-wielding driver suddenly pulls ahead and slams into another car, sending it careening off the highway and flipping into a ditch. The black car flees, but the dashcam driver pulls over to help the crash victim, who miraculously escapes with minor injuries. The police soon find the black car abandoned nearby and arrest the driver, who faces charges for failing to stop and render aid. A cyclist's helmet cam captures what starts as a peaceful city ride, but quickly turns into a heated confrontation at a red light. As the cyclist waits patiently for pedestrians, the SUV driver behind him becomes increasingly impatient. "Are you serious?" the driver shouts, stepping out of his vehicle. Things escalate when the driver allegedly assaults the cyclist from behind. The biker reacts instinctively, throwing the driver to the ground and delivering a few punches. A woman, possibly the SUV driver's companion, rushes in, pleading, "Get off of him." Nearby bystanders intervene, helping the driver up while the cyclist, still shaken, seeks reassurance from onlookers. The message is clear: whether you're right or wrong, confronting someone over a minor traffic disagreement can quickly spiral out of control. In Atlanta, Georgia, a pedestrian crossing signal grants the right-of-way, but a motorist grows impatient. As the vehicle waits to turn left, the driver steps on the gas too soon, cutting the corner too tightly and striking an unsuspecting woman in the crosswalk. The impact leaves her dazed and disoriented. The driver briefly checks on her, guiding her to the side of the road, but then makes a surprising move. He flees the scene. A Good Samaritan quickly calls 911, and the woman is taken to a nearby medical center. While she suffers no major physical injuries, the mental trauma lingers. As of this broadcast, the hit-and-run driver remains unidentified, highlighting the dangers pedestrians face with careless left turns. In Brooklyn, New York, a bus driver misjudged a turn, taking it a bit too sharply and causing significant damage. Although the bus eventually makes it through the turn, the damage to a parked car is undeniable. Rather than stopping, the bus driver continues on, leaving the scene. Fortunately, an enthusiastic bystander catches everything on camera and promptly reports the incident to the police. It turns out the owner of the damaged car is an NYPD officer. The bus driver's hit and run hasn't gone unnoticed, and while there's no word yet on any charges, the bus driver might soon find out that running from the scene doesn't mean running from responsibility. In San Francisco, a car's side door camera captures a chilling scene near a highway on-ramp. Inside the silver car, two real estate photographers carrying nearly $7,000 worth of camera gear remain unaware they are being targeted. A black sedan, which has been tailing them since their photo shoot, pulls up close behind. Suddenly, a man in a hooded sweatshirt emerges from the black car, smashes the rear window of the silver car, and grabs a bag of expensive equipment. The only sound is the shattering glass. No screams, no words, just swift action. The photographers, Ben Barabani and his wife, capture the incident on dashcam, even noting the license plate. While the suspects remain at large, the couple's quick thinking may still lead to justice, proving the importance of staying vigilant. On a busy highway, a man driving a sedan decided to roll down his window and lash out at an SUV nearby. Maybe he thought he could scare the SUV driver off, but things quickly took a turn. As the SUV sped away, the sedan driver made a costly mistake. He accidentally hit the door release lever. In a split second, he was ejected from his car, hitting the pavement at high speed, and spun around multiple times like a ragdoll. It was a heart-stopping moment, but incredibly, he managed to get up, shaken but unharmed. This serves as a stark reminder. No matter how heated things get on the road, losing your cool can lead to more than just a bruised ego. It could mean not getting home safely. These shocking road rage incidents show just how unpredictable and dangerous our roads can be when tempers flare. From sudden crashes to unexpected confrontations, each story is a reminder to stay calm and cautious behind the wheel. While some of these moments ended without serious harm, others could have been far worse. Remember, it's never worth risking your safety or the safety of others over a moment of anger. If you enjoyed these jaw-dropping road rage moments or learned something new today, don't forget to hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to our channel for more eye-opening stories. Stay safe, stay calm, and drive responsibly. Until next time, keep your cool on the road.